What a great comment. Blessed Mommy said, "Us women are more than sex. It's a connection between two people. You can't ignore them and then expect sex. And it is not to be hard or a chore." My dad has a story he tells about the fireplace. And he says there once was this fireplace that said to the cold man, it said, "If you give me fuel, I will give you warmth." And the man said, "Well, how do I know that you're going to give me warmth? How about you give me some warmth first and then I'll get you fuel?" And the fireplace replied back, it doesn't work that way. You have to give me fuel first and then I can give you fire." And in the story, the man freezes to death because he didn't have enough trust, enough faith to put in that fuel. And so he never got the fire. Now, husbands, obviously your wife is not a fire. She is a human. But your marriage is like this fire. And you need to put in the fuel. You need to put in the time and the energy. And hopefully that fuel will put out fire. It's just a risk you have to take. Risk is that 4-letter word that's mandatory in order for any success in your life. If you want that warmth, if you want that heat, you have got to put in the time, the work, by putting the fuel in there. Find out what your wife's needs are and do your best to meet those needs. And husbands, men, I know, both of you, I know there are situations in which you put in everything and they don't give anything back. Those are toxic relationships and they need to be resolved. If one person's always giving and the other person's always taking, eventually that's going to lead to divorce. Marriage has to go both ways. But you got to make sure you're putting in the right kind of fuel. You got to make sure you're putting in enough fuel. Communicate, talk to your wife, ask her what kind of things she needs more of. And if you've been in a relationship where you were in a one-way kind of thing where you're putting everything in and getting nothing out, don't become like that abusive spouse. If you end up getting a divorce and you move on to your next relationship, be trusting again. You have to. Be good. Don't be bad because they were bad. Be good because they were bad. Try again. Don't give up. I've said before that every success, great success, requires 4 things. You have to try, you have to fail. And I say you have to fail because anything that's considered great must have failure as a prerequisite to it. You have to adapt,